आंखें कितनी ही छोटी क्यों ना हो, ताकत तो उनमें सारा आसमान देखने की होती है. Please put your hands together to welcome the new batch of ITMI. A world often filled with challenges and complexities, she stands out as a beacon of positivity, kindness, and respect. A personality that radiates motivation and brims with positivity. The Chief HR Officer, India Today Group, and Chief Operating Officer of India Today Media Institute, and the chief guest of today's orientation program, Ms. Purva Mishra, ma'am. I now request Dean Sir to kindly felicitate Purva, ma'am. Well, moving forward, all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Such is the belief of the energy behind ITMI since 2016. Our Dean and Director, Dr. DJ Pati sir. Dr. Pati has 27 years of experience in the field of communication, brand management and corporate communication, consumer insight and media planning, besides having experience in various verticals from corporate to academics in many reputed establishments and institutions in India. He has been awarded the PRSI Leadership Award and Best Media Educator Award for his stellar contributions in the field of media and communication education by Global Media Education Council in 2022. He started his career with UNICEF and contributed to developing media strategy for CDD Watson program on public health and sanitation. He was a National Fellow in Communication and awarded with prestigious National Fellowship from Government of India for his doctoral work. I now request Dean Sir to kindly welcome and explain the concept of Diksha to our newcomers. Please.
Good morning to all of you. Respected Purva ma'am, my team members of ITMI, members of HR, admin, and my dear students. Today is an auspicious day for all of you and for ITMI. I compliment each one of you choosing ITMI for your learning and training purposes. We are a practice school and indeed believe that training the manpower for media and entertainment industry. I also compliment to all your parents. They have been our great moral strength. They are the important stakeholder of the institution. ITMI, which believes in nurturing talent and innovating future. This is our punchline. ITMI, if you do the abbreviations part, I stands for initiative, then your agility to drive something, so initiation. That is the first component. Second, T stands for trust and the transparency. These days, many things you can achieve with a span of time or your prospective growth, but having someone trust or work something in a transparent manner, it's a big thing. So ITMI primarily going to educate you on that. Be a trustworthy person. So T stands for that. M stands for our mission and goal. This also resonating with the ability, managerial quality, and your management dynamics, because each one of you are going to be your respective field. But at the same time, you have to develop the quality of problem solving, because these days, problem is everywhere, whether it is personal or professional. But are you the part of the problem or are part of the solution? So that is how our mission and goal, if you read, is based on that. Last I stands for innovation, because innovation is the way of life. Innovation is now being recognized globally, that it is not just scientific related terminology, but then organizational innovation, social innovation. Every part, every aspect of your life is full of innovation. One person can completely transform the entire society. That kind of ability each one of you have. And today's day also perhaps being chosen by my team member. I am blessed with a wonderful team, which already you have been introduced during your pre-orientation program. We kept this day, today is a Janmashtami. So it's a most auspicious day for all of us. And I'll quote something when Lord Krishna was learning during the stage of his Diksha from Maharshi Sandipan. And the terminology of Diksha refers to Dakshata. That is how the Vedic word, the Rig Vedic word, Daksha. We learn to building capability with ourselves, or capacity building, or learning the skill sets. So Maharshi Sandipan spoke to Lord Krishna because he was a very inquisitive student and asked a lot of questions. This is how the Bhagavad Katha that I got some excerpts. First, the essence Maharshi Sandipan told Lord Krishna, learn the art of skill. Second, self-development and self-goal. Knowing self, aham brahmasmi, मैं ही ब्रह्म हूँ. And you know, all of us know he is the God. I mean, that time, Lord Krishna was initiated that create those parts. You are the Brahma. So, Brahma Satta, so intra, which is communication, all of you studying, many of you are in undergraduate level, studied the communication. You understand communication flows in 4 ways. Intra, and then inter, between the people, group, and then mass, because mass is a vague word. So the second part. Third, create the inclusivity. Wherever you walk, wherever you go, left something before, with the people. Because people must remember you by virtue of your work. And all of you, if you have read Mahabharata, if not, I request you read the Mahabharata written by Chakravarti Rajgopalachari, who was our first Indian viceroy of the country, or K.M. Munshi, who is one of the most learned scholar of our country. Beautiful things. Then inclusivity, these days being promoted by UN agenda, and now all countries are talking about the inclusive growth, inclusive planning, and a lot of things. So inclusivity. Then one is called mobilization. Create the flow in a way so that you could drive people to migrate from a fixed thought to a moving thought, forward-looking thought. That's how Draupadi, who was considered to be the one of the great disciple and perhaps is among the few people other than Bhishma and Vidura and all, who knows that Lord Krishna is the God. So on the few days before the Mahabharata war, he said, I want to have some discussion with you, so please give me some time. I want to one-to-one discussion. So Lord Krishna said, okay. So on the bank of river, so they are walking, and then Draupadi was asking, you know everything. Why can't you save my all children? So Lord Krishna never replied. And many things, I request you, because I have no time, so otherwise. But the component that Lord Krishna simply smile and answer, each one of us are guided by karma. And your karma is going to decide your destiny. Destiny itself never comes of its own. So your good karma, good work, and good contribution, whatever way it is possible, will definitely help you to reduce the problem. You may not completely solve it, but learn that ability how to absorb. So that's how this final word was, learn how to observe the things. Because Lord Krishna knows what destruction is going to happen. But anyway, that's how I'm relating with that. Now the second component, Maharshi Sandipan spoke to Lord Krishna and other disciples. Diksha, the primary component of the meaning resonating with, called the essence. It is the essence, whether it is essence of myself, of each one of you, or as an ITMI, as an institution, our essence is our mission and the goal. So, Jivanam Vardhanan Chapi Dhriyate iti sa dharma. So, learn the qualities of absorbing. Dharma, that means dharan karna. So, absorb it. So, dharma raksati raksata. So, learn how to develop the sense of belongingness and being and becoming. Essence of means being and becoming. You grow and you let others grow and help others also to achieve that part. That's how Purva Ma'am, I'm very glad that as a chief guest and also the people's manager and the head of this HR of our entire group, she nurtured thousands and thousands of employees. It is the people's skill you have to nurture. Every individual is different. Every individual start their day with a different mindset. But you have to understand them. You cannot generalize the things. Look at it. Look at every perspective. So, dharma raksati raksata. Essence of dharma. Your dharma, why I'm saying, I'm not giving you a spiritual or religious preaching. I'm telling you, tomorrow either you will be a journalist or you will be an entertainment professional, you can be a digital evangelist, you can be a visual communicator, or can be a communication expert. So in that field, all the 5 courses related to a particular industry, your prima facie responsibility or your dharma is to maintain the dignity, decorum, and the essence of your profession. Learn and love your profession. Unless you love yourself and love your profession, you may not enjoy. In other words, it is very popular in organizational behavior, ma'am, this is called 9 to 5 job. I come, right time, and I go. Everything is clock set, but many times your thought processes are not clock set because anything can come after beyond that. So, achieve your target. Do whatever is best possible, but do not dilute it. So that is how the essence. And then the 7 golden principles also he narrated. First, every individual must possess the sense of proactiveness. You should not wait. If you wish me, I should not say, no, I am the professor, you wish me. No, I must also wish you. If I first look at you, moment you have the eye contact, you say, yes, good morning, what is wrong in that? So proactiveness, no ego, no arrogance, no jealousy, nothing. Imbibing, developing the sense of learning, every day is learning. Second, positive attitude. Positive attitude being described by McLuhan in a beautiful way while connotating the concept of development support communication. I quote, KAPB, knowledge, attitudinal change, practice, and belief. This is how he says the communication can only impact when you nurture your stakeholders or the audience into this 4 cycle. Knowledge, Gyan. Why all of you are studying? You can study from distance course, online course. Why are you here? Because you want practical training. So knowledge transforming us, mind, body, and soul. That's very important. And then attitudinal change will help you to understand others. Sometimes our ego also create a barrier. We do not even willing to understand other person's viewpoint. Respect every viewpoint. Analyze it. Whether it is centered or self-centered, or it is for a ultimate goal or the achievement or for a positive sign. So a lot of things are there. Thoughtful mind. Then resourcefulness. Never say no to any work. Experiment it. Without experimenting, sometimes say, nahi, ye nahi hoga. Those things. And then commitment. Commitment is a commitment. There is nothing called ifs and buts. If a leader say, you do that. That's how I like the army culture. If their CO says, okay, move, whether it is river or anything comes, plain or road or hilly track, they don't mind. Reach to the target. That's how. And then belongingness. After doing all these things, you develop the sense of belongingness. Taking everybody along. Every individual is different. So you have to nurture it. There are beautiful things there with every individual. You have to nurture. This is perhaps our duty as well as a teacher or member of the teaching community. Inclusive orientation. Inclusivity must be developed through orientation. Apne aap nahi hoga, all that. Then last point, perspective and prospects. Prospect never comes first. Perspective. किस सीक्वेंस में ये चीज बोला जा रहा है. So that is very important. And then success is not growth. I am doing something. If I am achieving growth, so that means it's a fixed thing. I have earned something more, or it's a materialistically something. But that is the success. Success relate with inclusivity, and then ability to absorb and sharing. If I am maintaining a good life, I also ensure that my neighbor also lead a good life, unless he also equally responding to that good or the good vibes. As a neighbor, we may not properly equate each other. So I also have to help my neighbor, my society, wherever I live, and the community at large. You may not do many things, but small step will make a lot of difference. And then finally you reach to the level of the essence of holding and contributing to yourself and to the society. That is how your success is there. You have plenty of money, but people say, I have something, I don't know, but he never talks to us. That's not there. So learn that part. And then contribution for a meaningful objective or a meaningful reason, then only your success is achieved in a real sense. That's how Kailash Satyarthi, after getting the Nobel Prize, the person interviewed first and say, you are very happy, looks like, and then it's a great honor for you. He said, not for me, millions of children for whom I am standing here today. Kailash Satyarthi is nobody. It's my children who has made everything possible and helped me to reach here. So it's all credit to them. This is the one example I am completing. So now, while completing, we will be glad to listen Purva Ma'am, and also he will share with you great words of wisdom. I'll start with the essence of the Holy Rig Vedak Sutra. Pitru Devo Bhava, Matru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, Atithi Devo Bhava. Your second part of knowledge, when you complete your course or training or whatever, when you reach to a level, ensure you never forget these four people. Pitru Devo Bhava, who is standing with you, who never say no to his children. So, respect the father who is managing, maintaining the family, all your happiness, whatever. And father never say, I am short of fund, I cannot do this thing for you. Okay, let me try. Let me put my efforts. Second, Matru Devo Bhava. Mother is the only live example of godliness. Your mother, my mother is one. And none of us can do anything. पितृ ऋण कैन भी शोध किया जा सकता है, लेकिन मातृ ऋण कभी नहीं, किसी ने नहीं किया. परशुराम इतने राजाओं को खत्म करके नहीं कि आई विल क्रिएट समथिंग रिकॉर्ड, बट देन ब्रह्मा सेज कि यू हैव डन एवरीथिंग, यू अचीव, बट देन यू हैव डन वन थिंग यू हैव नॉट एबल टू डू, इज कॉल्ड मातृ ऋण कभी नहीं शोध सकता. Respect mother. She is the best teacher in our life. You learn the selflessness, you learn the inclusivity, you learn the managerial ability, you learn the essence of love, affection, relationship. She is the great example. She treat you, treat your father, treat all family member and the guest equally. She never look at her own happiness. Simply great, who is can be equated like a अनंत आकाश, आसमान की तरह उतना बड़ा हो. Great. And Acharya Devo Bhava. That means the teacher, anybody. I'm not confining that we are the only teacher. Whomsoever is helping you to learn something is your teacher. Learn with a sense of devotion. And then Atiti Devo Bhava. Whomsoever is there to seeking your help, whatever way, please contribute something. Help is not coincided with finance or money or something. Anything. A mind is disturbed. That time the money cannot supplement. A simple word can also give the person a big relief. Understand people. Talk before 10 times you think, then only you talk. One single word can completely destroy the other person's mental health. So this is how, and now I'm finally completing. Ma'am, I'm sorry, I'm little lingering. Swasti no Indro Buddha Srava, Swasti no Rakhyo Vishwaveda, Swasti no Rakhyo Aristanemi, Swasti Praja Pari Prabhuva. So that means the meaning of that part of the Sukla Yajurveda, each one of you is bestowed with great blessings of Almighty. You are the symbol of Almighty. For us, you are the God, because we will nurture you. Teacher doesn't have any identity. Tomorrow you reach to the great level of your achievement and excellence. People will ask you where you have learned, where you have studied. So teacher known by your deeds. One. And second, each one of you is blessed by Almighty with good fortune. Third, each one of you have a mission and goal to achieve. And third, all your path is full of success. Even though any resilience or any resistance comes, learn how to solve it. This is how the Sukla Yajur Veda. Finally, the Atharva Veda I am quoting. Om Rutuscha Sarva Satyaschavi Dapasyato Jayate Tatra Samudranarvadhi Sanvatsaro Jayate Toto Annar Nibayate Sato Samvatsaram Jayate. Yani day, week, month, year after year, you shine. Be like a ocean where all rivers and get and confluent there. But sea is never lost that part. If the river has a huge water flow, then it inundated to many places. But sea never do that. So learn those greater sense of belongingness from the sea itself. And you know, you throw something on the sea, it return back to you after some time. So, and then, till your last breath, you learn one thing is called to do is to be, and to be is to know. I conclude by saying my compliments to each one of you to have the faith in us. Before just coming here, Purva Ma'am and myself were just talking. She was very excited to meet all of you, and I'm really delighted. Entire team of ITMI India Today group is all glad to see you and welcoming you to this orientation of Diksha ceremony. My colleague coined a nice things of Hindi and English mix up, because we follow both the language as a mode of teaching conversation. Beautifully done. I will Priya is here. So, all my team members, they will have interaction with you, learn different layers of skills from them. We have a very capable, good people, good teachers are with us. I can assure you good learning for each one of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening the student. Forward.